I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh, my God, no. That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. Forest of the night.
VR 61661, report to precinct headquarters. Code 3. Repeat, code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief, considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the 2nd sector.
VR 61661, report to division headquarters. Code 3. Repeat, code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runsiter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid blitz, but we got the call. Old man Runsiter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
A couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put them on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runsiter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-road paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
ăn ở đó rất là ngon. Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó?
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse
Ông đó
chrome.
đang nhìn mình.
Bag it and tag
Mấy
it.
giờ tôi phải tới đó đó? Tôi rất mong anh đang làm nhanh.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó? Hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ?
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and
Tôi
rep.
rất mong anh đang làm nhanh. Ông đó đang nhìn mình. Mấy giờ cái chỗ?
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it. Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. My precious one. She was my baby.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Chinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy. See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are. I'm ruined, totally ruined. My precious one.
A toy dog. Well, isn't that cute? Well, isn't that cute? A candy bar. Yuck. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. Stick around. I may not be finished with you. It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho, row actions inside. Abstract art, all over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art. Find anything else out here?
Zilcho, row actions inside. Abstract art, all over the walls and ceiling.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho, row actions inside. Abstract art, all over the walls and ceiling.
Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó.
المركز وين؟
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen. Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up, no one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. This is from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
See you later, Howie. Excuse me, pal. McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug. Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Howie says you're a master chef.
Do not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. How long has that chef worked for you?
Zuben? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new sushi.
See you later, Howie. Excuse me, pal.
Lockup, ground floor. Lockup, ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory. Roof. Laboratory.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. The shell casings from Runciter should be in the Museum of Military History.
How's that?
They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware. Heavy caliber. That puppy can punch right through a tank.
What can I conclude from that?
Whoever used this piece didn't just walk into their local sporting goods store and buy it. Those babies are collectibles, and they ain't cheap.
Anything else?
We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runciter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Lockup. Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it. Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials. Registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy, Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault. I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. Judging from the distance between the prints, big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something. The shell casings from Runciter should be in the Museum of Military History. They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler. I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. There's not a lot I can...
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost head-on, and there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of...
Judging from
the shell casings from Runset...
About 30 counts of...
big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it. Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting. sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene. Run sitter crime scene.
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that. Local license plate. Give me a hard copy of that. He looks familiar.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor. Lockup. Mainframe laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Lockup. Lockup.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped.
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk. I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. What do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet. You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
You're suddenly very afraid. Why?
Perhaps I've just seen one of you Blade Runners, what's the term, retire someone.
That'd make a rep scared.
Killing makes everyone afraid.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
Horrible. Frightening.
Why?
They're hunted creatures. Anyone can gun them down without consequence. I'd say that's frightening, wouldn't you?
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
I'd call animal services, of course. I wouldn't try to move it myself, not without proper equipment.
You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
And this test is supposed to determine if the subject is a replicant?
Is that an answer?
Even a replicant would react to these questions.
Yes, but slowly, and not as strongly. Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd call the school.
Are you taking any drugs?
No. How does your machine work? Is it a lie detector?
Not exactly. Your verbal responses aren't what's important. Why? You got something to hide, Spencer?
Absolutely not.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Lockup. Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory. Roof.
Your floor number, please.
Roof. Apartments. Ground floor. Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner. Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Maggie, come here, girl. Who's the best dog in the whole world? Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Here you go, baby. Dinner time. No messages. I'm in demand. No messages. I'm in demand. Portrait of the sleep-deprived. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments. Roof.
Your floor number, please.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all guys look like the old man.
See you later, Howie. You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh? A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chicken? Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Locked. 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 Locked.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zuben? Just a month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi. Locked. Locked. Locked.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting.
Yes, Richie?
Hello?
Daddy, my dad said, go
Yeah.
see Woodgie.
What for?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I just asked you.
You don't know.
Totally uninteresting. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
After?
What is this game?
Blade Runner.
See you later, Howie.
What the hell?
What did you say?
What the hell?
Dave.
What is that stone?
Chinese food.
Ew!
You make you. Do you know eat spaghetti and noodles?
No.
And chicken?
No.
And fried chicken?
No.
And fried spaghetti?
No. 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 How do you make yourself smooth?
Use the arrow and then the clip.
Why are there only 4 places?
I don't know.
Well, that is cool.
Isn't it? Don't press anything.
Locker. Laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip man, grind me later.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete. Run center crime scene.
It's gonna look creepy.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Because telling you it's not. You don't trust Roger.
Then just zoom in onto them.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Why you not?
The computer does it. It's going to rotate now.
He looks familiar.
Don't need to zoom in on the carpet.
Little doggy. Can we play a different game?
No.
He's playing Blade Runner.
What? You guys do now?
No.
Where
did you get the camera from? Is that what you were waiting for camera? Camera or was it?
Yeah. I got it with the VR.
Huh?
So So I already had it with the VR.
Did you need the camera for the VR?
Yeah.
You've got a different screen.
So that means we can't get a VR.
I can get another camera.
Have you got a new screen?
What do you mean, a new screen?
Like there, because it's got like patterns on.
No, it's because of the game.
Go into the other one. What was that crime scene for? What was that crime scene for?
Anyway, so what's happening with our PlayStation?
What's wrong with it?
It says no hard drive.
Lucky Stripes, Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training days these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
They come to my house and sort it out, kind of.
Dad, not near me, I've got asthma.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bed already.
Roof.
Which means you are not good. Can we play Kung Fu Panda?
No.
Rude.
You just called me the worst gamer.
Wow, isn't that cute?
Cheeky bugger.
Please.
No, cheeky.
My dad said I could.
Well, I'm not your dad, am I?
Ground floor.
Have you watched Blade Runner with your dad?
Huh?
Have you watched Blade Runner with your dad?
No.
Why not?
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
No, it's not.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot
It's
easier.
at the front as well.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Oh, no.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant.
Yeah,
I
but
was
then
just
you have to
checking.
look at where the label is,
Get
and the
back
label's
out
at the
there.
back.
Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Jackie!
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
No, thank you.
Positive result. Subject is human.
subject is human. Crackpot. You are a
Do you mind?
crackpot. You are a crackpot, and I'm just moving you around.
Stop.
Come on, please come.
No.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No one knows their identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for. This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags, and you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest.
Then you
He's not
can't
part of
have
our
any
group, but
of
outsiders
my
are usually
pizza.
welcome.
How many new faces showed up that
If you
day?
don't
Not
let
too
me
many.
play Kung
A
Fu
handful at
Panda, you
most.
can't have any
Describe
of my
them to me.
pizza.
I don't know if I can.
I was locked in my room and then I
Recording
let
off.
you.
Well,
Describe them
think about
to me.
Ow!
you
There was
can
that
only
Russell
have
Starry
my
fellow, and
pizza
one of our
if
ex-members
you
showed up.
Panda.
Who's that?
A Japanese man named Mizo.
Why'd you get rid of
Decision
him?
if you
We're a
can or
pacifist
not.
organization, and we have
You
rules.
are gonna let me.
One of
You
them
can have
is
the
no weapons
I'd
allowed.
rather you don't play
Mizo
Kung Fu
refused to
Panda.
check in his samurai
I
sword
just
at the
keep
door
playing
during
my
meetings.
game.
Where can I find
How's that
this?
sound?
He owns one of those
How does that sound?
second-hand stores downtown.
Let me ask you a
How does that
question. Who the
sound?
hell controls your operation?
We have a number of anonymous donors, people with resources and sources.
Such as?
So anonymous, even I don't know who they are.
I almost believe you.
What were they talking about?
I was pooping you.
You were pooping?
Yes. Murder.
Animal murder.
What does animal mean?
What?
What does animal mean?
Means you.
Jeez.
What? Were you mumbling? You run so fast, isn't it?
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range laboratory.
Anything else?
Zip man, prime and later.
So lazy.
Anything else?
Zip man, prime and later.
Zip.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Nothing new.
Go. Roof.
Wait. Is that guy gone? Guy who ran away.
See you later, Howie.
Who's Holly?
Howie.
Huh?
Howie.
What? What is that? What are the lights?
So, should have been
Huh?
boarded up.
What does boarded up mean?
It means wood's been put across them to keep
But why is it
keep the rain
red?
coming in.
Why is it red?
Because there's a red light flashing from somewhere, one of the shops or a car or something.
Lock.
How do I get in?
Lock.
I'm gonna save it now.
Why?
Hmm?
You don't want to play?
I do want to play, but I'm stuck.
Please, can you can we play Kung Fu Panda?
Not really.
Please.
No, I don't think so.
Please.
I don't think so.
I'm asking you nicely.
Are you? Or are you trying to trick me? I'll tell you what. Give me my Thundercat sword, and then you can play. How's that sound?
Okay.
And my Velociraptor.
Okay.
Now.